Here we have some more updates, my friends, from November 2022. Let's go and let's get ready. We see you soon. Okay, all communities like that will be demolished. So, because that's not sustainable. Don't have gardens, housing is not sustainable. We need apartments. Okay, so I'm going to tell in a few words how our program will be. Okay, all right. So the first step is this. First step, how are we going to demolish all cities inside the countries? That's not for the beach though, only inside the continent, not countries, sorry, continent. So that's the steps. So first steps, it's all start, right, with the houses and keep the apartments up to 20 floors or so, because start demolishing the big ones, right? And people gonna get practice. And then when we get to this point, because some cities have huge, they have 25, 35, even 40 someplace. So that's the most sustainable, okay? All right. So in a few words, that's what it is. So we start demolishing, get families together here, together. So grandparents live together, a few available to demolish. And then children, adopted children, more rooms, right? More apartments empty, okay? So start demolishing. Very big universities. So those are the very two first things that we're gonna do. Large universities, because we don't need them, okay? People really gonna have them busy in small buildings. All right. So where the parents will study will be the same exact place they will work. So parents with preschool kids, that's where they're gonna work. They're gonna work at the preschool. So they work there and study there. They have to find a place, right? They're already there and then they go home really close by, right? Everyone only walks. That's always still the same. Put the cars, sell the cars to recycle centers, junkyards, whichever they can get their car going and start a new life. They have to live right there, very close. Up to 2 kilometers first. So let's say up to 4 months, right? After that, it's only 1 kilometer. After 4 months, 1 kilometer. Okay, so we're gonna narrow down. All right, large universities too, because we don't need that. All right, so what we're gonna do? We are going to keep small churches, right, for people to study and parents to study. So if there's very small, gonna come here, or if the very big ones, take out and go there. Okay, all right. So whichever schools, because many places people go really far away for school. So everyone gonna do what? The peace school, peace education. Okay, peace education. All right, and then they're gonna do what? Community sites and parks. Parks will be the very last, with apartments. Apartments, 20 floor, about 20. So 18 to 20, that's the most sustainable. When we get to this point, everyone, we already know how to demolish buildings really well, right? Okay, so that's the last. That's the very last, okay? So basically will be small hotels, not apartments, or hotels. Okay, so then the families with young children up to 14 years old, they already help, right? So let's say 4 months, right? 4 months. They stay there up to 4 months. Up to 4 months. Okay? I think that's really sustainable. So they already help to plant around at their whole county. all right? Plant, plant, plant. Let's say this area is already planted. So they have to finish their whole counting. 4 months. Yes, because people are going to be living together. So hundreds of grandparents going to be living, and so it's hundreds of apartments, right? Hundreds and hundreds. I'm just talking about a very small city. Hundreds of single adults going to be marrying. What happened? Hundreds, they're going to be marrying and living with a grandparent, so hundreds more. Okay, so keep going. Hundreds of teens living by themselves, young adults that are independent. Many times they even have more money than their own parents, right? More available, right? And keep going. Oh, and also people, that's the 4 here, people that have vacation homes, no more vacation homes. So that's where they're going to start demolish all these places. So 4 months for everyone the same. I think that's really sustained. Maybe 5, but let's think we can do it in 4. All right, so all that demolished, all the houses gone, all the large universities, very large buildings, construction, we're not going to build anything anymore. Painting companies, construction companies, all the negative places, keep going, right? What's going to stay? Stay will be the distribution centers bringing food. Yeah, we're going to keep doing that, right? For fruits, vegetables, rice, beans, right? Because we're not going to plant things they're going to harvest in a few months. But the greens, everyone going to start planting their greens. Okay, so all these places going to start empty. Places that are empty. Places that are what they call deposit rooms. Deposit rooms for company, deposit room for families, put stuff in there, all things we don't need. So all this gonna be gone right on these 4 months. That's really good. Okay, maybe 5, but let's focus on 4. All right, all this gone, all this gone, all this gone, right? Large universities gone, large buildings gone, everything gone. Okay, the supermarkets, what's gonna be the supermarkets? Right there at these hotels. Everything we can right there, these hotels. Maybe a building or 2 hotels together. So we're going to focus in hotels. Why hotels? Hotels have 1 kitchen. For what? 20, 40, 60, 100 families. Right? That will be perfect. People going to eat on time and they're going to have delivery from other places only on that. Okay, the other thing. All right, we don't need that road anymore. Demolish. We don't need those highways. Demolish. Demolish. All those roads. What are we going to keep? Keep 1 road or 1 airport. Whichever is the most sustainable. Okay, to pick up what? Keep sending the families. Keep sending, right? Until the last families. All right, and then comes the second step. So here, okay, all this is the first step, right? Everything. So people are going to focus on what? And in up to 2 months. Okay, on 2 months on 4 months. On 4 months. So here's the second part. Let's do like this because I think it's the best way we can do it, okay? All right, so second part, and here is the first part. Okay, so here, first part. All right, so at the end of the 4 months, okay, and then people, or everyone that have children, young children, gonna live, and only families with, I think that's reasonable, right? 12, 14 years old. okay? Because then they can already study there. It's one less school. We don't even have middle school, right? We're just gonna have what? High school, adult education, that's gonna be together, because right now we're not going to have any university. We're just gonna learn about our program, test and study, and test and study and test. So we're not going to have university here, all right? So that's very important. And in the future as well, we're not going to need all these 4 educational sites I said before. But we talk about we're going to have only 2 sites, right? Because the parents going to be teaching right there at their own educational sites of their kids and teens. All right, so here's the part 1. And here's the part 2, steps, right? Steps, okay. So until here, right? Okay, so at the very end, family is gonna move, okay? Move out. So, all right. And then, so here, yeah, so you're gonna keep demolishing, keep demolishing, keep demolishing, leave a few, keep demolishing, right? What gonna stay at the very last? Parks, right? And couples, I put apartments here, hotels, sorry, here, hotels, okay? That's the very last. Why? Because by that time, the chosen department directors, the best department directors, gonna know exactly how to do it. They have a tractor there, they cover up, in 2 days they leave, okay? All right? So they demolish, and then, let me think, in a whole day, they can't do that in a whole day. We have to do 1 more steps, 10 families, so let me think. Yeah, because 10 families gonna need 20 rooms. It's okay, 20 rooms, right, in 1 tall building, all right? And then what they do? They have 1 tractor at the very last. They have 1 tractor. So tractors can't go in airports, so take the airports out, gone. We're gonna leave 1 road, right? 1 road. They're gonna keep 1 road until the next city, gonna be waiting for them, right? Always from inside the continents going out. So they go and they stop here the next city. They're gonna be living at this hotel, this next city, while they take out this road here, okay? So everyone can do the same. They're leaving cities here, the center, right? Okay, so the very last day, they demolish that hotel, right? They cover up, that's in 1 day they have to do that. They demolish very early in the morning, and during the whole day, the construction site, they cover up, put some seeds there, water them well, because that will be a very small area. So it's okay if everything around was planted good, that will be good, right? Gonna be sustainable, okay? All right? Because over the months, all the other areas of the county gonna be planted and water, right? The whole county. Okay, all right. So, and then they stop at middle cities, right? Whichever it is, if it's here and then they go to there, right? They're going out. Whichever. When they come here, we're already gonna establish where they're gonna go. They gonna keep going straight, or if they're gonna come here, or they're gonna go there, right? The most sustainable according to their points, because we have to recognize people that really work hard. They have to go to the same location. These 10 department directors gonna go to the same location because they're the very last. They're the best ones. They will complete and do the last documents. Okay, so they're going out. Okay, so when they're here in this middle city, they take out this road, completely cover them up with dirt, right? So they still have the tractor. Okay, and then they keep going to the next city until they reach the beach. okay? And will be a place for them, maybe here, maybe there, not too far, right? But will be a place for these 10 department directors to arrive. Gonna be beautiful, okay? All right, that's really great. And this last 10 department directors here, you know, gonna have cameras until then. They're gonna have the paperwork and reports done, always in 10 different books. No, five different books. 5 different books every 2 couples. Yeah, 5 different record books. No, too many. We have to be more sustainable. Just 2. Every city gonna have 2. Yeah, and they don't look each other, but when they turn them in, they have to look exactly the same. Okay? All right, with the activities, the basic information. All right? So they don't look each other. So 5 couples gonna be on this records book and 5 couples on the other. And at the end, when they turn them in, when they arrive at the last city, they keep going. Oh, we clean up our own city. So let's say here's their own city, right? Can you see there? Here's their own city. And then they're gonna help this city for a few days, right? Until they clean. All right, they finish their count. They clean the road behind them because this is another team doing their own thing. All right, so they clean that road and then they are ready to go to their place as soon as it's ready. If their place is not ready yet, they help this, a big city. They go to a big city and not to a small one and keep helping until the place they will arrive going to be ready. Okay, I think that's the most sustainable. And this way we're going to have at those big, very big cities, you know, keep going, but we have to start at the center. Oh, everyone gonna start their own, of course, right? Because also here, okay, so now let's talk about, so let's say here, right? South America, more or less, like that. Okay, so everyone gonna have this plan. Also people from the beach, counties at the beach, right? That's gonna be in squares, every few squares. I'm exaggerating, but just for you to have an idea, right? Every few squares gonna be a state. Every few states, so all states gonna be like rectangles, right? Every few gonna be a country. So they're all like that. They're gonna be doing their cleanup exactly like this. The only difference is that for demolishing, we're just gonna keep the hotels that are very good, okay? Because we just open the carpet, take the carpet out, the tile out, and fill up with 2 meters of concrete and all around, right? With 1 by 1. So here's the building, right? About 20 floors high. So remember I said we're gonna have 1 meter here? All around the building, right? 1 meter. Supports, not a sidewalk, it's a support for the building. We actually don't walk there to support ants, dust, mites, anything. So we're just gonna open up the floor, the last floor, for those that we are remodeling and is approved to stay. We open up and then we're gonna put here 4 meters of concrete all around. 4 meters, 4 meters, 4 meters. Okay, so here's easy. Just make a hole and fill up and done, right? And also bars, metal bars, right? Iron bars, okay? Fill up with 4 meters and then 1 here, 1 there. That's what we're gonna do for the buildings that already is approved. Underneath, already gonna be a room for tools, a big cafeteria, right? The space outside. We are going to have 4 lunches, for dinners, for breakfast, okay? And be already working right there close by, okay? All right. So, and 4 snacks, right? We need that. Okay, so families are gonna be assigned, or they have everything very early, for 6 months, or they have everything very late, so they don't get too close, for example, from breakfast to lunch, right? So they won't get, for example, a 7 o'clock breakfast and then 11 lunch, so they're gonna have everything early, the first, or everything the last, the second, the third. Yeah. Yes, they're gonna have consistency on the time. Remember, we have 4 meals. They're gonna have consistency along the day. And we're gonna have 2 hours for breakfast, 2 hours for lunch, 2 hours for snacks, 2 hours for dinner. Okay? All right, the snack's gonna be simple. And something very nutritional can be some boiled eggs cut in a half. Everybody get a half, get some nuts, fruits, whichever they have available. But the main meals need to be very well taken, okay? And of course, all the adjustments needed, right? People that are busy gonna have more lemon, don't eat at all in the morning, right? They're gonna fast in the morning and for a few days, right? To cleanse their body. People that are very sick, they're gonna take lemon in the morning, lemon, lime, okay? And don't eat at all until lunchtime. Lunchtime, they're gonna have their proper meal. Okay, so in a few words, that's how we're gonna do, and then we're gonna end up. All right, so at the conference, we are going to talk about the basics here. Which ones we are going to approve, as I just said, the base, right? It's very firm, it's very strong, okay? Because even inside the buildings, we can add things, right? We can add, right? So, but if the main structure is good, only if the main structure is good, we can add, make it thicker, the wall. We can do that. We can put a humidity resistance here. We can do all these things, okay? We can do that. All right, and then put everything we already talked about. The tiles, right? The tiles, so on a base here will be restaurants, a garden tool, and all the things that are needed. The hose, we put everything inside at night. And here every building gonna have a pool, because I said that. Why? Because that's very good for workout, and that's very important, okay? All right, very good. And then this way we're gonna be really sustainable. All right, so the other thing is that because we're gonna do all around, right? Here, all around. So that's very important, all around, right? And some places, for example, if they have too much rocks, then we can't live there, because it's important for us to be able to walk, for us to be able to go in the water, because some are too steep. So if there is a way to fix and make a beach, then it's okay. But if it's no way to fix, then we can't do it, because some have mountains right there. So we just cut the mountain, slide, cut the mountain, slide, cut the mountain, slide. With proper bars, long concrete posts. Okay, so we can do that. All right? Okay? All right, so let's get organized, everyone. And, even if they have nice beaches, we have to take mountains out instead of tunnels. Tunnels can be very small. I think about 200 meters, right? If they're really under good rocks. Otherwise, cut them out, slide them to here, slide them here, whichever it is, slide them over. All right? Okay, very good. We'll see you soon. And keep smiling, keep singing, keep plant the gardens, greens, right? Because that we're gonna need everywhere. And keep doing your laundry, your cleaning every single week. Are you ready? Okay, hurry up, get organized.